Probably. And they got the perfect actress to play her because of that.
She's made out of clay?
Yeah.
What up, Posse?
What up?
How's it going? This is Brandon. We're back with part 2.
Let's go right back into it. Since we were just talking about wrestlers, and I really think that's cool. Let's go with
This one first. All right, this is the new series WWE Elites of the Real FX. So they did like a really good facial scans. So Shinsuke Nakamura with different hands, you can do his entrance poses and stuff. So these are just so articulated and detailed. These are just
Those
awesome.
are like
Look at
the new
back.
hotness, right?
Yeah, you have Kane, Dusty Rhodes, Shelton Benjamin, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, and then Dean Ambrose.
Get your Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, get your Dean
He's
Ambrose.
leaving.
He's going to AEW, I'm assuming.
Good luck on your
really?
future
Wow.
endeavors, Dean
The
Ambrose.
detail on
Well,
that
he
face
wanted
is
out,
incredible.
So, right? They do the whole True FX thing.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Right? That'd be like a great head
Wow.
for a custom figure.
Right?
And they do
That's
Dusty
almost-
Rhodes.
that's kind of
That's
almost
great.
creepy.
Yeah.
If you think about that, that's actually kind of creepy. Look at that.
You could get a figure of yourself made like that. You know?
Yeah, right? And
It would
also,
look just like this.
Yep.
they re-released the muscles that they used to have, those little rubber things.
Boo.
Wait,
So,
these are
yeah.
re-releases? These
Oh,
are
look at you got Hacksaw.
Boo.
Sergeant
Sergeant
Slaughter,
Slaughter.
Andre the Giant.
Boo.
That's not Andre. It looked more like
Boo.
the Lord Steven
oh, no,
Regal.
It's Million Dollar Man.
Re-releases
And
suck.
this is, what, Macho Man, Jake the Snake.
Boo. Jake the
No,
Snake's cool,
it's
but
the
boo.
Ultimate Warrior.
Is it the
No,
Warrior?
there was
Ultimate
Jake the
Warrior.
Snake was
The
on there.
one's the Warrior.
Oh,
That
you're
is.
right. Dang, and then Junkyard Dog. Why no
Junkyard
Macho
Dog.
Man? They
That's a great
literally-
combo.
They literally have Macho Man jumping off, and they don't have the Macho Man. And
Wow.
That probably comes in one of the other ones. I only have 2 out of the 4.
These
May I
free.
ask Brandon what those cost?
I don't know. I got them from Martin, but I think they were at Five and Below or somewhere. But it's like
Martin.
the beard.
I like your beard, Martin.
Collect them
no
all.
Matter, no matter what I
Yeah.
say, I like
There is a Macho Man one. That's the one you want. Ric
Yeah.
Flair.
I want to get that.
I like the little things that they say on the back.
Right?
You want to mess with the Junkyard Dog? You're going to bite the dust.
You're going down, maggot, and that's an order.
Never trust a snake.
Good old 80s, 70s wrestling.
Show the back of those. Those are actually really good. Okay, I like these now. I like the original Muscle Men. You could. There's like 90. There's like 90. Of
Yeah,
them.
people are
Not
finding
even
bags
kidding
of
you.
them at
People-
Goodwill or whatever.
That's
Oh,
the
really?
thing with toy collectors. They want to have like the whole set.
Yeah. This
So
is
if
an
anybody has
unrealistic
any of
goal on
these
this.
other missing ones that I don't have, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Mean Gene, Iron
Mean Gene
Sheik,
would be nice.
Andre the Giant, Macho Man,
Look at the other lines they have.
give me a shout in the comments and maybe I'll buy them from you if you're selling. So, and don't comment with I have them but I'm not selling.
Look at that alien.
No, you can comment on that because
Then I'll be
laugh,
salty.
I will laugh at it for you at Brandon.
Oh, they got Iron
Face to
Maiden ones coming soon.
Get out.
Iron Maiden ones?
Yep, Super Shogun,
God.
Toxic Crusaders.
Masters of the Universe?
I'm getting the Iron Maiden ones done.
Look at even Andy's interested. Here you go, buddy. Look at him.
Chet, you were all ready to hate on these things.
I'm still
Yeah.
not buying them.
He
I'm
doesn't-
not,
he
no.
doesn't.
Oh yeah.
I'll just take them from you guys. Hey,
No.
tell me about this. This looks vintage.
That's
Yeah,
that
it
vintage?
does, and I don't know. I found it at Ultimate Collectibles in Hopkins, and literally, it was sitting in the back, and it's like this is Minnesota. It's not, especially after the NFC Championship. There's not a lot of Philly love. So yeah.
What? How is
Oh, yeah. But it's one of those promotional stadium things because the Eagle that
How is that
logo
shop?
newer.
how is that
That
shot?
logo is newer.
Oh, I think they're recovering from. They had a break in. I think like a month after
God,
they
I thought that was
they
2
started up,
years
right?
ago.
Yeah, when they first opened up,
They
like,
got robbed.
But they have a lot of stuff, but then it's also, disorganized. Like
I've been in there once, I think.
yeah,
right?
and it's like they'll have stuff labeled and they don't have anything in the label. Like they'll have
Yeah.
Whitney Houston records and then nothing in there.
Yeah, because they probably
So-
took the record and stashed it in the back
Yeah.
after getting robbed. They're like, it's not
Maybe.
smart to
But
have
they
all
have
this
behind the
product.
counter. That's where they have the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And they have they have a lot of print stuff.
Do they?
Yeah.
So do I.
You can take a look at it and see if it's like
Chad
licensed
has
stuff.
more.
I feel like they might.
Mine's better.
But yeah, so the Eagles logo, it's one of those promotional, like when they do it for the Twins. So this does not match when it would, if this was a true vintage bobblehead. The logo doesn't match.
I think
so.
but you did mention that the logo doesn't match, but it's still really cool. It's a heavy ceramic. I really like that kind of.
Yeah, but they did it for the twin. I have the twins one too, so they just did it like we'll reproduce it the first 1,000 people in the stadium.
Yeah, you get they give out 5,000 to 10,000 bobbleheads here all the time.
And then if you go when I went, you see scalping to the max.
Oh
as
yeah,
soon as
people will buy them as you're walking out.
In, right? Yeah, or walking in even.
So hey, real quick before we transition to something else, you went to Raw.
It was a live show for SmackDown. But
SmackDown?
It was good. The live shows, they don't have as much stuff they have to do. Like they're not as scripted because there's not like you're trying to please sponsors, so they can do like longer matches and they can do different stuff.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Who was
I've been to Raw before, but this was fun.
Who was the big names that were on there?
The main event.
The big draw. I think the main event was the main event was Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, but then before that it was Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter,
and they're fighting at WrestleMania. You got to see a preview of WrestleMania.
Well, Becky wasn't there.
No, but Randy Orton and AJ Styles are fighting at
That's
WrestleMania.
Gonna be good. That's
so
gonna be good. They took some good pot shots.
You technically got to see that match.
Yeah,
because basically they just do the same.
The live
matches.
shows, it's like they're getting ready for something.
You got to see Fire Truck.
What?
Okay, no, it doesn't matter.
It's the same thing. You read my mind. I thought that a few seconds ago.
Whatever.
Same thing. It's all the same. It's
Fire Truck.
But no, you probably get to see the makings of we're gonna build this. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool, man.
The WrestleMania match will even be better because they've done that match 30 times up until that point.
But they were open before people wouldn't realize that before the internet. It was like the people very rarely nowadays do they not do a live show and work it out and get chemistry, especially if it's someone coming back.
Yep.
But they they see how the crowd reacts and what works. So live shows kind of help you do that. Yeah.
Do they take bits of that?
Well, they always have cameras because they always, in case something crazy happens. They've had there was an ECW live show back in the day, and Taz was already signed with WWF, and he went and won the ECW championship.
Do you remember when Rick Rude showed up?
Yeah, he quit after the Montreal Screwdriver, and then that Sunday at Survivor Series and showed up on Nitro.
And then
Lex Luger did it at Mall of America.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lex Luger lately?
Yeah, he didn't need the cane and stuff. Have you seen Psycho Sid? That dude broke his leg hard. I think
was
a top 10 YouTube
That
fail.
is definitely one of the nastiest things I've ever seen.
And his leg
bends like an L
leg
shape.
comes down and it just
bends
the bone, the shin, the shin bone.
Sounds really awful.
Yeah.
Psycho Sid, he was the man.
So, but and then keeping going with the sports. There's
Andy, will you be so kind as to hand those to?
Remember, everyone I think from the 80s, 80s to 90s, or actually the 90s,
Okay, just remember that one's mine.
Yeah, I'm not ever gonna put this in the collection. The starting lineup for they did football, basketball, baseball.
And you got this at Target?
I did. I bought that on clearance at Target.
Hockey too, yes.
So
I bought that in 1999 clearance at Target.
Polo,
in about 1998, Petter's Warehouse.
Super Bowl story. Yeah, no one cares about the Cowboys.
Upper Deck figures, and I was just.
I don't care about that one. I want to see this Mike Schmidt though. I want to see how realistic his mustache looks.
It looks pretty realistic. Really? Mike Schmidt, one of the greatest Phillies to ever put on a Phillies uniform.
Nice.
Got this at Ultimate Collectibles too.
But I mean, they had
Jordan. Do you know the reason why I caused such abuse to my Troy Aikman? They were just so massively produced.
Yeah, exactly. There's
they're not
this is I spent
worth
$3
anything.
But if you were to be able to get that signed by him,
I bought that on
nice
clearance for $4.10, and you know what that thing is worth? $3.10.
These are the ones that are probably the Kirby Puckett, the Cal Ripken, and the Ken Griffey. And especially if you had a Kirby since he passed away. If you had it,
Brando, would you say that I'm right? That one that I had the Aikman.
Oh yeah, all of them have been mass produced.
$3, right?
Not worth a lot of money.
It's not.
They're
not worth even in box.
Do you see any of these? Because these weren't bad. There were some lines do you remember the big 14-inch tall ones that they did of Arnold Palmer?
I got Joe Montana.
Yeah, I got the Randall Cunningham 14-incher.
Tim Duncan.
Really?
Kevin
those
Garnett,
I've got one. I've got an Arnold Palmer one.
Those ones actually do have a little value.
Do they?
Depending on the star, but I mean, you can still get one of your favorite stars for a deal. It's the upper echelon of sports people.
20,
that's where it's going to
$30
be.
bucks. It's
not like a Jordan one if you got signed, or a Pippen or a Rodman, or
I feel like they have to.
Deion Sanders, or
I would imagine with a lot of those things, with when you have a disgraced sports
Oh yeah,
Hero,
Barry
like,
Bonds
those have to
pre-steroids,
become,
man.
like,
Get
quite
him
a
signed.
bit. Who was I think about the other day? Lawrence Phillips. Like I'd imagine if you had like a Lawrence Phillips.
Yeah, or if you had O.J.
like
Simpson one with like
You
blood
got Lawrence
splatter.
Taylor. You got Lawrence Taylor.
Or a glove.
Oh no, I meant Lawrence Phillips.
Who's Lawrence Phillips?
Lawrence Phillips was this guy that was big time college running back. And then he got to the pros. He just had nothing but trouble. I think he only ended up playing like a couple years or something like that. But he ended up hanging himself in prison after like.
Great story.
He was one of these guys that just like shot people when he got mad at them. I think he had some mental
So he was Aaron
illness stuff
Hernandez
going on.
before Aaron Hernandez.
Hey, have you listened to that podcast?
No,
No.
dude,
no.
didn't
Definitely-
he shot that guy
Okay,
because he spilled a drink on
to,
him.
to dial it back in, and I think this is the thing that I have a
We don't want to
problem
get too deep into the woods. Sorry.
with the starting lineups is that any time that you do something that has to do sports oriented, you're talking probably the most fickle collectors
Oh yeah.
out there. Because they're only going to get what they like. It's not going to.
Yeah.
You're never going to see them go, "Hey, I'm going to collect all of these.
No.
I'm going to collect the whole team. I'm going to collect all quarterbacks. I'm not going to break
The
it."
only time you have that is baseball card
That's what I was
collectors
gonna
because
say.
they will, or
They
any
build
kind of sports card
sets.
collectors because they'll get the whole season. So it's like every team
Right.
of that season. And then when people get traded the next time, like you.
But
have
see,
to
that's
get
the other
those.
problem with all that too, is that they started selling them in kits like that, and that just destroyed the whole industry. It was the whole idea of the fun of like. Like a cryptocurrency is digging for it and finding it in the first.
I actually, you know what? When I go to Target, sometimes I go and I
That's
always go through
why
and I
we
go to
have
find
the
the Hot
Posse.
Wheels. So I try to find like an interesting Hot Wheels because they're
Oh,
always
so
like
you're a
a
Hot
buck.
Wheels guy.
I'm not super into Hot Wheels, but I go in there and like I find a DeLorean or
No,
something
no,
like that.
yeah,
right?
exactly, right? No,
I open
Chad.
them up and
This
play
is
with
our
them.
segue, and we're opening it up.
Wheels.
And I do go buy baseball cards too. I'll go buy a pack of baseball cards. It's
I-
really just to open it up and
all
see
the
who I
movie.
get. Like see if I get any
Yeah.
cool players. Then I just like throw them in a drawer. Like I don't
I'll
look
buy
at
some
them.
Yeah.
cards.
It's
Baseball
fun.
cards, but
fun to
Hot
look at.
Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. The movie cars.
Do you know?
They have us back to
Do you know what the
Future
difference
Toys.
is between
I've got just a
baseball
regular
card
DeLorean,
collectors and
right?
Hot Wheel collectors?
No, Chad. I bet you're going to tell me.
Not a damn thing. Do you know what you can tell them?
What's that?
Not a damn thing.
Not a
You know what I'm going to tell you too?
You
I
guys
don't
are
even know.
loud over here. I love that.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even know if they're Hot Wheels or if they're Matchbox. To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
but who
I just go and
cares?
I'm
No,
sure- I
Hot
don't
Wheels
care.
has all the good
I
stuff.
don't care.
Matchbox. The only cool thing Matchbox
Somebody's
has
going to
is the
leave
Jurassic
an
Park.
angry comment saying, "How dare you say that?"
Matchbox does have.
We
the
love
Jurassic
we
Park
love
in
all
it.
of that. Actually, you know what I used to collect, and I didn't even realize a collector. I was only like 8 or 9 years old. Is remember the penny racers that did the little wheelies?
Yeah,
We're not
And you
that
can
old,
wind up.
Chad.
I am.
I'm kidding. I'm the youngest one here. No, but I remember like they even made them up until the mid '90s. Like
Yeah, they made 'em for a
like
while.
I had a couple of them,
Yeah,
and I was
think,
like, I don't know how these work.
was that
I ain't got no pennies.
Yeah.
was that Matchbox?
Just take them out of your loafer.
I don't know.
I don't know. Leave a comment.
I
Let
know.
us
All
know.
yeah, all my pennies were used to be put on the train track.
Okay.
I put all mine in my loafers.
What do you want to do here, buddy? Do you want to do Star Wars? Do you want to do?
Well, let's do this real quick because it's been sitting here, and
Yeah.
everyone loves Transformers more than meets the eye.
Let me give you the intro of this. This is mine. Remember, that's mine.
I will. I remember.
And a very, very dear friend of mine,
Look at this.
Brian
Everyone remember this.
Stratton, gave
Yes.
that to me. And
Look,
Brian
it still has the stickers on it. Look at that.
still has the stickers. I still have all of the.
I don't know how to put that together.
Go ahead, Brandon. Show the rest. I still have all the amenities with it.
Look at this.
The gun. I have everything.
Every piece still has a sticker.
Every
on
sticker
it.
is genuine.
Wait, were those the stickers that
Yeah.
you rub them and they change something, or is that
No,
those
not
other
the-
And then, like, the
Transformers?
little-
You were thinking of the what were those called, Brandon?
The Bruce Jenner ones.
No.
I'm
The,
kidding.
the Transformers where you didn't know if they were the agents that you didn't know if they were a Transformer.
Oh,
or,
I don't
They had a
know. I
couple
never
things like
got
that.
into
Yeah.
Transformers.
Like heat changing things were like a really big
then
deal.
you would know
at
if
the
they were a
time.
Decepticon or an
So,
Autobot. I remember that.
According to friend of the podcast, Jason Grote, the pieces, man, the things that people lose as a kid.
Yeah.
This
Are the
holds the
pieces.
value.
Yes.
Yeah, my best friend gave that to me before he passed away, so it's very
man.
valuable. And unfortunately,
Holds
he was the
special
only one that
place.
could put that together. And one of the reasons why I'm bringing it here is I'm hoping you guys can put that
Martin.
together.
Look
Martin
at this.
put
Look at
it
this.
together.
I can't
that
put it
time.
together. Martin put it together for me
Well,
once.
the beard put it together, not Martin.
Yeah.
The beard controlled him like Ratatouille.
I mean, I do like the original
And
G
taught him
ones
how
with the die-cast metal and stuff. They're just so much nicer than this plastic stuff they put out today.
Anything that you could,
Like the metal in
like
there.
that's why I'm
Yeah.
a fan of Voltron. You know, all
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
look at
stuff. And Andy, you were too young to probably appreciate
Kid
some
would
of this
swallow
stuff.
that piece. That's probably.
I mean, you remember
I was on the edge.
You were,
That'd be
yeah, you
hard
were
to
like
pass.
a little
Kids
too
will
young.
swallow anything.
That'd be hard to.
So
Well, it's like
Andy
that
was
poop bag I
that
told you about
guy.
in the
Andy was
trailer.
that
They made those
younger
thing where it's just
brother.
a big piece of
Yeah.
metal in the middle of it.
right.
Andy was that younger brother that he was at the fringe of these, where it'd be like, get away! You can't play with my toys.
You got the
Even though he
hand-me-downs,
Really,
though.
really was old enough to play with them.
Yep.
Wow.
This is not how. What is this? What do you? This is.
I'm done with this thing.
We don't know. We'll get someone in here to put it together.
You're
We got a lot of G1 fans in the posse.
get your
Let's get Martin in here.
get the hieroglyphics out with the instructions, and we'll be able to figure it out.
Thank God
With
for
your
YouTube.
Wait, he has to
alien
climb up
toys.
the mountain to get the commandment thing.
Thank God for YouTube.
The big
I mean,
tablet.
These here aren't as old as that, but
Yeah.
No.
This is probably around maybe 5 or 6 years.
89.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they.
but it depends on which movie they made these.
Yeah.
after.
No,
But
refresh
you
me.
have two.
That
you have
who
both
was bold
versions.
enough,
I hate you so much right now.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Who refresh me on who was bold enough to create these? What company?
I think it was Palestines.
I don't know. I
It says
love
on the
the
bottom,
movie. I love
but
the
I'm
movie.
too- I got
Puppet
my eyes are
Masters,
too
and I
bad,
love
so
the
I can't
series. I
read.
just haven't gotten the toys because they get pricey.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what is this Mephisto? Because I saw this somewhere on card, and I might go back and get it. It's for like $10.
So these
But
have
look at this.
on,
You have both the clear one and the regular.
on one of the feet underneath you have a hole, which means that there's platforms, which means that they had some sort of
Playset.
display
Yeah.
play set
Playset for the
this.
dolls that were
So-
I
closed.
just had a stand that said.
You think so?
Puppet Master.
Full Moon Toys is the company that made them.
Thank you very much, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon, for your amazing young eyesight, as
Yes.
every person in here over 40 is blind.
This is a cool. Here, show this one. This one's cool.
This one's cool with
I
the
want-
swing.
This guy switches faces and like
He's got a hat,
he
like a
spits
jester hat.
He spits leeches out. Oh no, that was a chick. Never mind. Sorry.
And his
the
head
one-
spins.
Yeah. See.
But I mean, it'll spin too.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Give me
I
nightmares.
don't want
Gonna
to.
break.
That one kind of looks like
What
that
is
lady
this
from
guy
Mr.
though? This is the only
Rogers.
one I don't
Yeah, it kinda
know.
does.
And this was like during. Is this during the World War II, like where they went back into his
No,
the creators?
no, that was from 2.
Cast, or-
All I know is
That
that
was
Mark Hall scored that for me in Arizona, and I was very happy because it was only $10.
Yeah, right? Dude, look at these. These are awesome.
Nice.
Darth Vader ripoff.
I like it.
Who this is another guy that was in one of the later
Yeah.
movies, wasn't he?
In my eyes,
With
this,
the Wolverine claws.
Yeah, look at that.
that is kind of cool. That's actually very creative. In my mind or my eyes, this is like
That's
the
Blade.
That's
is-
the best one.
That
This
was
is
the
my
best
favorite. This and the big dude with the sweater with the little
Yes.
head, pinhead or whatever.
Yes, whenever I share
Look at this
these, everyone
This is
always
the
asks if
iconic.
the blade's for sale.
Yeah, right. I was gonna try to.
You want to sell
I
that
asked
blade?
that.
Every,
I asked that,
every
and I-
time I post that, someone's like, "Is that
Yeah.
blade for sale?" It doesn't matter where. I could post it at my mom's church. Is that blade for sale? You know?
Jesus comes down. He goes,
Yeah.
"That
Oh,
blade
is
for
that
sale?"
blade for sale?
You and me underneath the pew.
Hey, psst.
about those blades for sale.
Blades for sale, right? Because he was just so creepy.
He is creepy, and that's
Well,
what
he's the
kinda-
iconic puppet
He's
master.
very
of
iconic.
puppets,
And
so.
if you look at him, Brandon, if you may, he's
Oh, the
very
eyeballs.
much. No, look at his eye. He's very much reminiscent of.
Yeah, but look at the eyes. It's like they shoot out.
Oh wow, I didn't notice
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
It's got kind of an Eddie look from Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
too.
A little bit.
Slash that dude that like followed you in a van.
It's got a, so if Eddie and
Pinocchio.
no. Give me a second. Ooh, okay, I got it. Eddie, Pinocchio, and the Joker had a kid. There you go.
It'd be Blade.
He'd be Blade. And just as
We
sinister.
figured it out. It's the
All right,
DNA
so
of
now-
the Joker.
The Puppet Master is all good, but something near and dear to everyone's heart that's a nerd, Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like spinning this because it's floating. But what is this, Chad?
Fire truck.
What is it?
No, it's not a fire truck.
That is a gift from one of my amazing clients, Dan Cooper and his son Conrad. They saw it. So
Speaker, right?
actually, it was really cute because first of all,
Okay.
thank you, Dan and Conrad.
Nice.
But it is
Okay,
it is
Finish.
a
Finish.
speaker,
Ben, give that thing a
a
spin.
magnet speaker, and
Not too hard.
yeah, there you go. It's actually very, very cool. And he had
Yeah.
one, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And he was very nice, and he
They
bought
make
me
that
one
now
Hanukkah.
for a lot of things,
That's
which
nice.
is cool.
Should
Like
blow up.
Iron Man.
So what was the first thing I did when I got that? Anybody? Anybody?
Played Prince songs on it?
So I Bluetoothed my phone, sunk it to that, went on YouTube, found somebody that had the Imperial Death March, and then as it's spinning, dun 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 dun. Oh, it was so cool.
That is cool.
I've actually got that record right up there. Yeah.
What's that last stuff you got over there then? The vintage.
This is a box of a friend of mine was moving to another country and he didn't have room
Look at
for
this.
anything.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And he said, "Hey man, I think I got something that you might want."
Look at the little droids in the
Great
back.
art.
R5D4.
That's
the
amazing.
power grenade.
Dorito.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's wonderful.
And
Yeah, detail.
it's just so. It's probably one of the most memorable parts of my
See,
childhood
look, Darth
was
Vader
having
just
something like
rethinking
that. I
how
had
he
that.
got beat by a farm boy.
But look at the sun on
It
the
is.
top left hand side. You mean, it's
Tatooine
tattooing, and
And
you got
that's
the
in
moons.
great shape.
The Jawas.
Yeah, and so Brandon, if you could just move the Death Star out of the way somehow, right
Brandon.
where you were going. There you go, good.
Put it in the trash.
He's like, I think I got something that you might want, and then he brought that over to my work, and I open it up.
Oh, it's
Look
full
at
of
this.
old figures.
yeah.
Oh my
You've been
goodness.
holding out on us.
Oh my god.
Yo, this one is the moneymaker right here from the Droids TV show.
Oh
Isn't
man.
that from the Droids TV show?
No, that's not from the Droids.
No.
Or is that the
That's
That
one
was
of the guys
from
that put Han
Return of the-
Solo
That was
into
from
the-
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Carbon.
okay,
Yes,
sorry.
thank you.
But there's one of the guys that looks like that. That's like worth a lot of money.
But hey, go to the one right next to that guy.
Bosk.
Who's that? John or
Jason
Grote.
Martin Simmons.
Look at that.
Uh,
I don't know my Bosk.
But this was the mail away or not the mail away?
That's the
I'm
mail away.
confused. What's the difference?
Ooh, the head,
What?
different color,
Oh, okay.
just barely.
Oh, okay. This is Power Droid. I always like this
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
one. Let's
Yeah,
see. You got
I couldn't
Lando up in
believe
here?
it. Got Lando with his cape. I've got
Yo, the capes are.
These
the
are in
capes
good condition,
they're in
too.
Great
Yeah.
condition. Well, I'm gonna get Brandon all excited because look at all the little R2D2s I got in there for you, buddy.
This dude.
And I know that the medical droids were some cash too.
Oh, this one?
No, this one right
That's
here,
IG-88.
Brandon.
Huh? Oh, the little. That's the assault
That,
one.
I had
right?
that
no,
guy
that's
too.
the medical
Isn't it?
droid from
Oh,
Empire
yeah.
Strikes Back. That
Okay.
one's worth some cash.
I had that guy.
And all its parts. So.
Yeah, he's got all of his.
You probably, I think most, it's pretty good. The one figure can get like 15 to 20 if it's good.
So can we go over before you touch the other ones? Can you just explain, because you are kind of a good R2D2 fan? Can you go over the difference between these R2D2s?
These are the same ones.
They are the same ones.
Yeah.
I have another one
Right-
somewhere that's.
right
Because they're the ones without the scope or anything.
Oh, because remember I got that other one that.
Sweet, dude. One for you, one for me.
But
Right?
but also
same ones.
for the capes and stuff, Jason Grote will have to put it on the comments just about all the different vinyl capes on Darth
Yeah,
Vader,
the capes are
Lando.
worth
Yeah,
Leia.
Darth Vader.
A lot of those things got lost or got destroyed.
Destroyed.
Sadly, the telescoping on here isn't what
no.
it should be. There's a piece missing, but it's
Oh, yeah,
still
yeah.
it's still
Yeah,
pretty
it's
decent.
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little end piece on there that should be there that usually
Yeah.
kids bid off.
Pretty cool.
But
Chad, admit it.
if I could-
Admit it, Chad. You bit it off.
the ones that I had, yeah, absolutely.
Because these were given to him.
Oh, come on, that
That's a
stuff
gift.
was chewy and fun.
Taste, so it was
Here,
edible.
and speaking of having one of Brandon, if you might, underneath the feet, there are little holes underneath all these, and every one of these, there's two, and this is actually one of those multi-uses. If you look underneath the box, it has.
Whoa.
Oh, very nice.
So
Is this the Flash Gordon thing?
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. What's that little robot's name?
what? Oh, is that what that is? Oh, cool.
I know you brought one out.
Hey,
Before
we don't
the other one.
we don't
Same one.
discriminate, brother. We'll just let them all hang out.
This is not the droid you were looking for.
So if you take this, and I'm going to give this to you, Brandon, and you can demonstrate that you turn it upside down, and you can actually put the figures on there.
And if you recall from
And
the
you can pose
last
'em.
episode, demonstration time with Brandon.
Takes about 17 and a half minutes.
All right, I'll just put a couple of things on
The
there.
whole video is over.
Don't give him a knife for this part.
Hey,
No.
Brandon, isn't IG-88 actually worth something?
There you go. Not really. The guns are worth a little bit more.
Like the guns and the capes.
I don't really have that.
All that stuff is.
All the stuff people lost and got
accessories.
destroyed over the years.
You know, I'm going to admit, I don't know who
the
this
Death
is.
Star droid.
This is the Death Star droid?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, look at you can see actually the stickers that they had.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, right here. Ben Kenobi, R2D2.
Wait, is that a Death Star droid or is that the one on the Sandcrawler?
No, the one on the Sandcrawlers looks like R2D2.
This is a Death Star droid for sure. But yeah,
This
we're-
will be
On week. Nice.
We're going long, but Star Wars is worth it.
Yeah.
all right.
So
Like
we'll
the
wrap
way
it
you
up
think.
with Star Wars.
Okay,
It's, you know,
so yeah, okay.
Some vintage.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and leave your comments. Let us know what you think, because we do have a lot of Star Wars stuff that I have stuff that I haven't even brought out yet that I forgot about.
And we know a bunch of people that really like Star Wars a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Like, we'll bring them in.
All right, everybody get out. I'm gonna play my Star Wars figures.
All
Everybody go.
right.
God,
See you
yeah.
guys.